Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into Zebra Cichlids. Got a question from a listener thinking about getting into them. And we have these, personal notes from someone, let's call them Ang, who recently saw some at a fish supply store.
Right, the classic "what fish should I try next"
No.
scenario, isn't it? These notes sound like a good window into that process.
Exactly. And our goal here is, to figure out if Zebra Cichlids might be a really compelling next step, particularly if breeding is something you're interested in.
Okay, yeah, let's dive in. So Ang's at the fish store, sees the zebras. What's the first impression according to the notes?
The big thing that jumps out is the breeding. Ang apparently saw, multiple pairs that had already spawned.
Oh, wow. Actively spawning.
Yeah, and some looked like they were prepping to go again, even in separate tanks. So, really prolific.
That definitely paints a picture. Prolific breeders, for sure.
Which brings up a comparison Ang made in the notes. Round jewel cichlids. Why was that comparison important for Ang?
Well, the notes say Zebra Cichlids are, known for being easy breeders, much like round jewel cichlids. And the key thing is Ang already has, a lot of experience breeding round jewels successfully. So for Ang, just easy breeding isn't really the main draw anymore.
Right. So it's not like Ang is new to cichlid breeding. Makes sense.
Exactly. So this leads to a, sort of a threshold question for Ang in the notes. They weren't really interested in breeding another cichlid species unless
it offered something different.
Precisely. Something unique, some compelling trait that the round jewels didn't have. It wasn't just about can they breed, but why breed this specific fish.
That shows a certain level of experience in the hobby, doesn't it? Looking beyond just the basics.
Absolutely. It's about seeking a new challenge or a different kind of reward.
So what was it about the Zebra Cichlids, based on these notes, that didn't quite meet that something new requirement for Ang?
The notes really point towards aesthetics. Ang just didn't find them visually appealing enough, personally.
Oh, the look of the fish.
Yeah. And, that's super subjective in fish keeping, right? What one person loves, another might just shrug at. So for Ang, the visual appeal wasn't strong enough to motivate dedicating a tank.
Fair enough. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, even with fish.
Yeah.
But the notes did mention a kind of what-if situation.
They did, yeah. Ang sort of mused that, well, if circumstances were different, like if they had a massive fish room, tons of tanks.
Right, unlimited space.
Kind of, yeah. Then maybe they would consider giving Zebra Cichlids a try. Which tells us that, current resources and space are also big factors in the decision.
Sure. Practicalities always play a role. You have to work with the setup you've got.
Exactly.
So, looking at Ang's notes, what was the final decision? Did they get the zebras?
No, the notes are pretty clear. Ang decided to pass on them, at least for now.
Okay.
It seems to boil down to that combination of having already mastered easy-to-breed cichlids and just not finding the zebras unique or appealing enough at this moment to take the plunge.
Okay, so let's summarize this for you listening. Key takeaways seem to be Zebra Cichlids, yep, generally easy to breed, quite like round jewel cichlids in that regard.
That's the reputation.
But if you're maybe looking for something with really distinct traits, maybe striking colors or unusual behaviors, Ang's experience suggests zebras might not be the most exciting next step for you.
Though it's worth adding, while Ang didn't find the common ones appealing, some specific zebra variants can be quite colorful. It's not always black and white, or rather black and gray.
Good point. Always exceptions. But Ang's perspective really highlights how experience shifts priorities, doesn't it?
Totally. What's exciting for a beginner, just getting fish to breed, becomes less of a driver later on. You start looking for different things.
Which leads us to a final thought for you, our listener. Think about your own fish keeping path. What really drives your choices right now? Is it the satisfaction of easy breeding?
Or are you hunting for those unique characteristics, that visual wow factor?
And maybe, just maybe, is there an overlooked species out there, one that doesn't get much attention, that could actually offer you that perfect mix of breeding potential and unique appeal? Definitely something to think about after this deep dive.